Hey guys, I just wanted to say I really didn't know that my last video would be that long, so I really appreciate you for taking your time in your day or either in your night for watching that video. I don't take your watching for granted. I really appreciate you guys. So for today, I'll be talking about the love tank. And for the love tank, I'll be using a practical example. I'll use this empty glass and I'll use this bottle of water. So this empty glass represents your soul. Why do I say your soul? Because when the love language is spoken to you, it touches your emotions and it changes your mind or it changes your will, because the soul in biblical terms is your mind, your will, and your emotions. That's what the soul is. And then this bottle of water represents the love language spoken. Okay, so the water represents the love language spoken. The empty glass represents your soul, your love tank. So this is the love tank, the love language. Love tank, love language. I think there we've gotten each other, right? So let me fill up the glass, then I'll explain. Before you got married, you are getting to know this man or woman. They were able to touch your soul. Unless, of course, you're in an arranged marriage situation. I won't go deep into that because many won't explain. So, many won't understand. So this is your love tank when you were together before you got married. And that's why you chose to marry them, because they're able to touch your soul. So they did the things you like. Without them knowing, they were speaking your love language. And sometimes even we ignore by going with red flags, but that's past the point. So this is how you are. Your love tank was full. Your love language was spoken. Okay. Now, when you get married, sometimes in some situations, the person thinks, now because I've landed the woman or I've landed the man, I no longer need to put that much effort that I was when I was dating. Because usually sometimes dating is to impress you, to get you. And then circumstances happen, children come in, they get a busy schedule because now they have to provide or stuff like that. You forget to show love, and other priorities take time. Take your time or take your money or take your day. So, water may pour, just ignore it. This is what happens. When you slowly stop speaking the love language, it starts reducing. This week you didn't speak. This month you didn't speak. 2 months have passed. And you haven't spoken the love language. You haven't. Months. Before you know it, it's December. And the person is down to empty. The love tank is completely empty. So this person feels unloved, completely unloved. But when you all were dating and you were speaking their love language, this is how loved they felt. It was a full glass of water, but became empty when you stop speaking their love language in a marriage. Okay. So now, when you follow the points I had given you on each love language, I even gave you practical examples on how to learn, and you start again. You start speaking. So let's start with quality time. I really like the way you looked in that dress. That suit fits you well. I really like that. I really like the way you did that thing, whatever it is. I really enjoyed what you did for me. Those things you did for me, my friends couldn't stop talking about it. The way, the way you cleaned that house today made me so happy. Even I didn't want to leave the house. I just love how you take care of our children. That person of words of affirmation, their tank is full. And Let me go. Let me do one more. I won't do all of them because I believe you're getting the point. Let's say your physical touch. You hug her or him. You spontaneously hold her hand or his hand. You cuddle on the couch. You hold her waist at an event. Maybe it's a meet and greet or just a function. You hold her waist in front of people to show that she belongs to you. You randomly hug him. You randomly hold his hand. See? Love tank full. So that means they're loved. But when you stop doing it, what happens? What happens? What happens? What happens? What happens? What happens? Gets too empty when you don't speak the love language. When you speak the love language, whichever it may be, acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, blah, speak, 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 speak. And sometimes I don't want to drench myself in water. It can overflow. And you need to realize something. Just the same way you feed your body food, or as we say biblically, when you feed your spirit with the word of God, when you feed your body, you do it to survive, right? And if you don't eat for 5 days, what happens? Hunger, severe hunger, right? So that's the same way you feed your body. It's the same way you feed the love tank. That's what I'm saying. It can be a compliment a day. A compliment in a week. It doesn't have to be every single day. A compliment a week can suffice. So that's 4 compliments in a month. Or if there are 5 weeks, 5 compliments in a month. You see, so it can work. If it's a gift, you can. It's up to you. You'll know by this time you'll know how to do it, and you'll know when your spouse is happy. I gave you the practical points. So that's the love tank. It's basically filling it up, and if you do not speak the love language, you're emptying it. Emptying it, emptying it, emptying it. And in very, very many marriages, some love tanks have been empty for years. For years, for years, for years. Another, can I say the third part about all of this? Let me use a practical example again. This could be the love tank of, let me say a husband, because let's say the husband's love language is acts of service, and the woman does a lot of acts of service for him, ensures his work clothes are ironed in the morning, house is tidy, the kids are well taken care of, his food is always set for him when he comes home. He is sorted. But her, she's like this. Because she's doing acts of service because that's what she was taught by her mother. Now her love language is not spoken. Her love language is quality time. That's it. He's always unavailable. Calls in the office, never picks up because he's too busy, and could be genuinely busy. When he comes home with his work, so he doesn't give her time. When she tries to make plans that they can do this activity, he says yes, then something comes up and he can't do it anymore. He can't go there. This is her. So him, because the wife is doing acts of service, his love tank is full. So when they're having problems, maybe they decide now it's time to see a marriage counselor. Kwanza him, he's shocked that she wants to see a marriage counselor because to him he's loved. He doesn't see there's a problem. Even he asks, why would we see a marriage counselor and our marriage is so good? I'm happy. You're provided for. I give you everything you need. The kids go to good schools. But that's his love language. That's his love language. So he's happy. And her, she's not. because it's empty and him is full. So they go for marriage counseling because she doesn't feel loved. And at times it happens that when she's at this stage, she just walks out because she can't take it anymore. She's been surviving for years and feeling unloved. So it's important to note that sometimes in a marriage there's an imbalance. There could be two empty glasses as well, because the two of them are speaking their love language to each other, and that's not it. The husband is acts of service, so he does everything for the wife. The wife is physical touch, and she likes finding opportunities to touch him, but he's not that, so they don't feel loved. So they're all running on empty because they are loving each other the way they want to be loved. Switch it up. The one who is acts of service, you do acts of service. The one who is physical touch, you do physical touch. Then both of you, this will be your tank. So if I continue talking, I'll just be talking for the sake of talking. So that's it for the love tank. The love tank is pretty simple in terms of it doesn't take a lot of explanation, but it's very, very important. So all this I've taught you from the beginning. Learn it and do it. That's why I said listen to do, not just to listen, because the love tank, sometimes in marriages where there's not that strong foundation of the Lord, can make or break. Thank you guys for following through this series. Again, I'll say I've really enjoyed shooting these videos. It was worth it. It was worth the time. Again, I say, if you have any questions, you can put them in the comment section, and then I'll go through each question and then plan on doing another video. If everything was clear, you can also comment with your love languages or your spouse's love languages. I'd really like to see that. Anyway, until my next video, and I won't give a promise when or what is next. See you guys.